Let me show you some more of this speech yesterday.
This isn't like Elon with his rocket ships that land within 12 inches on the moon where they wanted to land. Or he gets the engines back. That was the first I realized. I said, who the hell did that? I saw engines about 3-4 years ago. These things were coming cylinders, no wings, no nothing. And they're coming down very slowly, landing on a raft in the middle of the ocean someplace with a circle. Boom. Reminded me of the Biden circles that he used to have, right? He'd have 8 circles and he couldn't fill them up. But then I heard he beat us with the popular vote. I don't know. Couldn't fill up the 8 circles. I always loved those circles. They were so beautiful. They were so beautiful to look at. In fact, the person that did that was the best thing about the level of that circle was great. But they couldn't get people, so they used to have the press stand in those circles because they couldn't get the people. Then I heard we lost. Oh, we lost. No, we're never going to let that happen again.
So back to the guest that comes over to your house and disparages it. I mean, this is the relative at the table who you sort of wink at your, spouse or your sibling and say, let's get him out of here. This is who he is. This is what he's showcasing in a Muslim state. Madam Attorney General, what do you make of that?
Well, watching that clip, I really think that his defense attorneys in his multiple cases that he's under indictment for, that he's been convicted on, crimes for, missed an opportunity because they really should have asked for a competency evaluation. I don't know how it was that they weren't able to mount an insanity defense, in his New York case. But it's really something that perhaps the attorneys representing him on his, multiple other cases should explore, because I have had clients over the course of many years that sounded a whole lot more sane and less cognitively impaired than the former president, and yet they were found to be incompetent or, criminally insane under the law. That's what he sounds like to me.
I mean, that's what he always sounds like. And I just want to ask you, Senator, what explains the closeness of this race? That wasn't some secretly recorded videotape. That's him on the stump in Detroit. Speech was supposed to be 30 minutes. It went 90, and that was his message.
Well, I just want to thank you for showing that clip. The reality is most people are not going to watch Trump's address at the Detroit Economic Club. I was watching one of our local reporters tweeting online, Trump has now been speaking for more than 100 minutes, and I have no idea what he's talking about. I see too many outlets either summarize or just note that he was there, or they're trying to kind of sane wash what he says and pull out maybe something that sounds rational. But I think more people need to hear and see and read transcripts of what he says word by word, because you're right. It's sad to watch in the same way that it was sad for many of us to watch with President Biden. Time catches up with all of us, and we are asking ourselves, is this the person who should be leading the country right now? And this isn't even a man who can finish a cohesive thought in less than 100 minutes. I think the answer is clear.